Good morning and welcome to the Paint Girly channel. I clicked go live a little too soon. Well, there you have it. Well, today I'm going to work in my Ledger art journal, but to warm up, some of you will remember that I guess it was a couple of lives ago. Good morning, Barbara. Oh, I think is there another layer here? Yes. I was working in my, not my everyday journal, just getting backgrounds ready for when I'm ready to start, which is going to be December, which, oh my goodness, is not very far away. So I'm just finishing up with some napkins that I had stuffed in this journal. Let me see which way I want to go. Just using my glue stick. Barbara, what do you have cooking today, girl? What's your cooking? I don't know if I like it on that page. And I'm going to do just one half of the page at a time, but I want my pages to coordinate. So, oh, you know, that's got a little bit of pink bleed through. How about just something, how about this just on a plain. It was so beautiful here yesterday and so nice and warm. Today it's a little overcast. It feels like a soup day. It feels like soup. Now, I'm thinking when I go to actually do some art on these pages, I will add some probably golden matte medium. But for right now, to just give me a little bit of a head start, I'm just popping down some napkins. And I don't remember, good morning, Kathy. I don't remember if yeah, I did. I did some stenciling on these pages too. And girls, let me know if my camera is at a good level, because I can pull it down. I'm getting better at it, pulling it down. Okay, so what I wanted to do was add some of my Tim Holtz tissue. Tissue? I don't even know you. Tim Holtz tissue paper. And I just got, there it is. I just got the holiday one. What's it called? Wait a minute, I got my little puff balls here. I call these puff balls. Look at that. Last October, good morning, Mitzi. Last October, my sister and niece and I went to Rhinebeck, New York. It's a fiber festival. What do they call it? Wool and sheep, Rhinebeck, wool and sheep. I don't know. Any kind of yarn, roving, any of that kind of stuff. It's just a plethora of things. Hey, Kathleen, good morning. And we bought quite a bit of yarn, but I saw what I'm calling it a pom-pom. I got myself a rust-colored one. I have it in my room. I haven't used it yet. You think it's sheep and wool? Yeah, I think it is. It was, I'd heard about it for years, of course, could never go. So it was the first time I had gone. And we stayed overnight, so we were there 2 days. It was, you know, it was fabulous. It really was. And I had to treat myself to one of these pom-poms. Now, I spent a way lot of money on it, but I had never seen anything like it before. And I just figured, you know, in those kind of places, you see stuff. If you don't buy it, you never see it again. Okay, so I bought it. So lo and behold, what I'm on Amazon, I guess, rooting around for Christmas gifts and doing some Black Friday shopping or whatever. Look what I found. Hey, Gail. Good morning. Good morning. It has a snap on the bottom. So you could make a snap, I mean, a hole in anything, a handbag, a belt. Okay, okay, this is like a pet. Okay. And instead of using a pom pom, right, Barb? That's what I'm thinking. So I ordered two. Now my grandson is 4, so I'm thinking maybe I'll put one. I got mine on Amazon for half the price of what I paid for it at the Wool and Sheep Festival. And if you put in pom pom with a snap, they'll come up. So I think I'm going to do a hat for my daughter and put on, oh gosh, I hope she's not tuning in today. She won't remember. And then I got this one for my granddaughter. I mean, you know what? Let me look in my Amazon. Let me look in my Amazon um, account, and I'll tell you what it's called. I just put in pom pom with a snap, and it came up. But there is a brand name. Hold on a second. Hold, please. Good morning. Good morning to everyone who's coming in. Coming in. Coming in. Coming in. All right. Let me get to the right. I went a little too far. There we go. It's called a Fosrin, Fosrion, 6.3 diameter, big raccoon fur pom-pom ball for shoes or boots. They have all different colors. I got the blue one. They've got that one. Can you see these okay? Right. Yeah. Well, I understand they have to make money, but the thing is, I had never seen anything like them before. Where's the one I got? It, I don't even they don't even have the one I got. Here's a red one, and then they have yellow. Yeah, right. Hopefully not real raccoon. There it is on a boot. I can't stand not. I mean, I could touch it all day long. It's really soft and fluffy. Okay, so I'm going to pop on as my warm up. I'm just going to use a little bit of this Timmy. What is it called? Collage paper Christmas Noel. Oh, okay, Barbara, that sounds great. I did order a download of a hat that I like that I think my girls will like. Let's see. Maybe I'll just take this portion here. Yes, Mitch, it's right around that. It's like $9.99, $10, something like that. And there may be other companies, because like I said, I just put in pom pom with snap because then I don't have to stitch it on. You know, if you do any kind of crocheting or knitting and you make like the beanie hats, they'd like draw together at the top, and you kind of have a little bit of a hole there that I could snap it right on, and then they could take it off and use it elsewhere if they wanted to. So now I got to root through. Actually, I'll root through some of my yarn that I got at the festival. Trying to, I don't think I want that half. trying to get some other things done. Have just not just about finished, but I'm on the I'm on the home stretch of my Grinch light bulbs. I'm hoping to have those finished this afternoon, and my husband can take them over to the garden center tomorrow. Oh, some are real and some are synthetic. Okay. Thank you. I didn't really even look at that part, if I'm honest, because they're not marked. The one I purchased was not marked. I just assume these days everything's synthetic. Okay. So I'm just going to do, yeah, redefine print. Good reminder. Thank you, Gail. The packaging was clear. Okay. Yeah, that's how it described it, because it looks like that kind of fur. I can't imagine raccoons are that soft though. Okay. I'm going to do another one of these here. And I'm doing this more towards the front of the book because I'm going to start in December. Got an open space here, so I'm going to do that. Oh, Barbara says she owns a lot of fur coats and hats. Her uncle was in the fur business, so I got all of my relatives' hand-me-downs. And when it's cold here, they are so warm. We have a cedar closet, so I keep them in there. My husband just found, it looks like 11's tail. We cut our dog's fluff off because it gets so tangled if she doesn't get it trimmed occasionally. My husband just found a black sweater. Of course, it's very small. I hope one day I could wear it. Of course, I have to get serious about that. But it looks like a fur collar. I don't know if it's real or not. It was his mother's. It's a black sweater and it's got some kind of fur collar around it. It's really adorable. Oh, Elvin. Oh, I thought it was 11. Elvin. Okay, thanks, Gail. You know what? My brain just, and I was going to ask you one time, is it because he was your 11th dog? Your 11th dog? Because I thought there's some, what show was it where somebody wanted to name, was it a kid? 7 or something like that? And I thought, oh, how cute. It's, okay, Elvin. Dear Elvin, I'm saying his name wrong. Okay, so that's that Timmy roll. I'm going to pull out just a couple more. Don't want to wear out my warm up. Where's my little stopper lid? Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to pull out what's this one? This one's kind of buggy. Let's do the buggy one. And then I have a loose piece of this one. Let's just use that up. And Just going to take a couple more seconds. I kind of like that there. And I know what's going to happen. I'm going to come back to do a page in this book and say, oh, why did I put that there? But we're going to have to go with it. And of course, not every page has got something on it. So if my mood is different, then I'll go to a blank page. Go to the blank. Go to the blank page. All right, let's pull a little piece of this off. Let's have us some bugs. All right. I also wanted to say I'm still looking for Kimberly Ray. I don't know if she didn't get my email address correctly or what, but I've not heard from her, and she won a giveaway. I'm in the mood for love. I was watching Anne, and many of you were there. And when she was talking about fodder, Barbara, I'm thinking Barbara was saying in her head like me, or maybe out loud like me, hello, mother. Hello, fodder. Here I am in Camp Granada. I just put this in this morning and then it got torn. This page didn't have any paint on it. So, oh, that might look cool with the bugs. That looks like somebody stepped on a couple of bugs. So let's put some of this here. You were thinking that too, Gail? Great minds think alike. That's when Mary and I were talking about the streamathon, and she was giving me some ideas and things that I should think about doing or whatever, and I was like, yep, already got it on my list. Yep. Great minds. Great minds. Oh, that one. Okay. Then my number's upside down. I don't think I want my number upside down. Yes, Alan Sherman. Yes. Let's see. And I can cover them with other stuff. So let's just do this. And then this will be it for this. Now, my main project today is I'm going to work on a page in my vintage single ledger journal. Excuse me. This is the journal. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Wait a minute. Are those letters upside down? Yeah. You got to go this way, buddy. Now I got Stickum over there. Now my daughter's sick, so her whole family's sick. I haven't talked to her yet today, but oh boy, they've got the flu. They just can't. They keep giving it to each other. I'm just going to cover that so my pages don't stick together. So a while back, oh gosh, I think 2019, I was able to buy this ledger. It's not real old. I think it's 1963, maybe. No, I saw that he was on, but I forget what I was doing something else and I couldn't watch. Oh, I know. My husband and I went out for a lunch date. I did it again. So I got this ledger, and then when my husband and I would go to my craft shows, all right, I'm going to put all this stuff back together. The things I haven't used yet. The other stuff I'm going to leave here. I think I'm going to put some of this stuff on my cover as well. So I'm going to put this all together so I have it in one spot. And so I was able to get this journal. And when we would go to, I've mentioned this before, when we would go to my craft shows, once you get set up, at least for my booth, I'm not that busy, you know. Good morning, Janet. Good afternoon. He would bring a book to read, and I would bring my ledger and draw eyes. So I picked out a page. I haven't worked in it in a while. So I picked out a page. And I want to, excuse me for my gulping, I want to use up some of my graphic 49 scraps. So I pulled out some stamps, and I've got some scraps, but we're just going to take a quick walk through. And I think if she's feeling better. Hey, Sherry, good morning. Tanya is home, and she's been posting stuff, so I'm hoping she's feeling better, and I'm assuming she will be on at 2 Eastern. So this is my single ledger. It apparently was a tire ledger where this fella kept record of his tire sales. And so this is my little book. So like my first cover, my first sheet here is coming undone. I'm not sure how I want to tape that back in, but I just randomly would pick a page. So I made sure I put a date on it. So I started this in 2019. So this is the face that I started out with and drew. And then once I started to draw some faces, I didn't, you know, what was I going to do with it? So then I decided to collage around them. So there aren't faces on every page. Well, not faces, but that's mostly eyes. And then you'll see where I've gone in and I put maybe a piece of whatever, you know, that I might want to work from on the page. This one I went sideways. See, he's got his record here. Not so happy with that. And I was thinking about erasing that out, but I'm always yelling at my sister for throwing away older things. Oh, really? Okay. So we'll just see how far I get on my project here. And then if she does happen to pop on, I'll scoot. But then I thought maybe I'll just leave this. If I collage around it, maybe it won't look so bad. This is one of my more, I thought about working on this page today, but decided not to when I got to the page that I'm going to use. These are just randomized. I'm going to use this page because they kind of pop to me, and I think with the paper I'm going to use, that might be a better choice. And I'm going to try to do. Yeah, I can't afford to watch Timmy either, but like I said, Joanne Fabrics has had it half full, had his stuff half price. But you know, if you're in Canada, right, Sherry? Probably don't have a Joann fabric. Not too thrilled with this one either. See, I'm so nervous to do. You know how Dee Dee does with just a pen? She just sits down and just does a pen. This one's one of my favorite pair of eyes. Sometimes they just turn out good. See, partially started. I ran out of red flowers, so I'm always looking for red flowers that I can add into that. This, I think, turned out a little better because listening to Kathy Arbor, you know, adding some color and smudging some color around the side of the eye there really helps bring your face together. Horrible. See, I thought this was cool, but I haven't thought about, you know, what I might want to do it. Right, that's the other thing too, Barbara. I find that too. Yeah, if you watch those videos of Tim, you know, a lot of times you can get inspiration. That's why sometimes too I go into some of these online sales and just sit and watch, because some of the things that they're selling will give you ideas, or the ladies as they're selling them will share how they use it. You know, you can get a lot of good ideas. This didn't work the way I thought it would. I thought it would look cute to have eyes in those flowers. Not so much. That's one of the better ones, I think. This is one of my favorites. This, I mimicked the face from the Coleridge Wild books by Emanuela Colin, maybe Colin. So I really like her. And then there's a picture in here I used my thumbnail for my thumbnail today. This I envisioned. I did all these different eyes on these 2 pages and then envisioned them, you know, peeking out of leaves. So that was the thought behind that one. And this one, Dee Dee's always talking about watches. I just got the idea to cut out the center of the watch and put eyes or little faces in there. And this is, I'm trying to get the impression of, you know, the sun. You know how the sun comes down through the water? Yeah. I saw her online. And see, this is what happens to me. It doesn't turn out the way I like. I wasn't happy with the way I was coloring it, so I just left it, haven't gone back to it. This didn't turn out the way I wanted either. But I can't fix it. So I'm just going to have to do. This was my Christmas one. I don't know if I dated this. This might have been 2021. I don't see a date. But this is some Timmy stuff on here. I know I have more of these little frames, but thank you, Gail. Oh, thanks, Sherry. This is what I used for my thumbnail today. I decided to take a picture of one of my own. So this is one of my favorites. I don't think I got too much else. A couple of other. Oh, there. Yeah, I like this one too. I'm trying to decide what I want to put over on this side. This was a napkin. I think I only had that little piece. I don't have any more of that. Anywho, so I pulled out, let's go back. This is the plan anyway. Pulled out, I've got a little tub here where I've got some things in it. I've got some stamps, and I have some Graphic 45 scraps. And these scraps are, I think, from the architecture. I don't know if I have a piece of it that says, this is Natural Beauty. For some reason, I thought this is a 2015. It says craftsmanship. Maybe that's what they called it. But I thought some of this stuff might look cool around these eyes. And then I got, different stamps out and whatnot. So I'm just going to fuss around. If you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to put them in caps. If there's anything I need to see. Trying to see which direction these might be going in. So just have bits left. This doesn't go with this set. No, it's not the same set. And I think I want to make sure I leave some of this writing on the page. Oh, thank you, Janet. He was fun. I like doing him. Yeah, I think this is a different set too. Oh, here's a peacock. It's not too. Look, I was going to start doing something else with it. I could use that on the edge. And then I have a tab. Let's start there. Got to start somewhere, right? So I think, let's just see. Let me start fussy cutting around here. So I'm trying to get my Grinches done. I'd really want to get those done by today, so Hubs can deliver them tomorrow. And then my younger sister's supposed to be having an open house on the 3rd. So Thursday we're going to go and help set up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Barb. Leave some of that print. My small Timmy scissors, which would be better. This, I'm not going to, a lot of times they have this little thin stuff on these papers, like little bug antlers and stuff. I hate to cut them off because even when you go to draw them back in, they just never look the same unless, your name's Edie. Just saying. So those, I'm just going to leave a little extra something there. Now I always ink and move. Hey, Dana. I did have a very nice Thanksgiving. My daughter and her family, they were sick, so we had to cancel our plans with them, but I was with the rest of my family, and it was really nice. And my oldest great nephew called me the Grinch, which was an absolute hoot. I showed him a Grinch cookie. He's 3. I showed him a Grinch cookie cutter. And I said, do you know who this is? Oh, yeah, I haven't. Hey, Dell. I haven't, I've used wire. I don't know that I've used thread. But yeah, that's a clever idea. So I showed him the cookie cutter and I said, do you know who this is? He said, it's the Grinch. And I said, do you know who I am? And he said, "You would a Grinch." Ah, I love kids. Never fails. My son notoriously calls every time I'm streaming. And I don't think it's an emergency, but I just have to check because then I can't relax. He hates when mom's not available. And usually it's just to chat about, really nothing. Let's see what he says. Calling for dad. Okay, dad's out running errands. So I used to volunteer at this program. Our kids were in it when they were little at our church. It's called Awana. It's kind of like a Boy Scout, Girl Scout kind of a thing, but it's Bible based. And I was one of the gals that sat at the desk and helped take care of the records because the kids would earn different awards and stuff. They had different goals in a little book, that they'd fill out. Anywho, the gal that was in charge of all that bookkeeping, her boy was too young to be in the age group we worked with. But she didn't have a sitter, so he would come and hang out, just play around while we were doing our work. An absolutely adorable child. Of course, now he's like, oh my gosh, 13 or 14, but he was 5 at the time. And I was always teasing with him, carrying on. And he got something out of the closet, and he was, Awana is a program that churches run. It's like a Boy Scout, Girl Scout activity, and they have a Bible time. They learn Bible verses, and then they have games and activities, and there's different awards they can work towards. And we give them a snack, and it's like an outreach program for our church. And I worked with the kindergarten through 2nd grade age group kids. And so he had pulled something out of the closet and he was punching it and he wanted me to do it. And I said, "Oh, I have arthritis in my hands. I can't really, punch that hard." And he took my hand and looked at my hand and he said, "Oh, yes, you see this? You see this?" Because I, had these H spots on my hands. This means you're going to see Jesus soon, but it'll be okay. And he's tapping, well, his mother, I thought she was just going to drop through the floor. It was hysterical. He was so serious with me, but it's okay. It will be okay. Okay. I never heard of spiritual girl guides, but maybe it's like that. And they would have different competitions at different churches. The kids would go and play these games and stuff. It was fun. My kids loved it. A lot of parents that gave them a couple hours. Ours was on a Friday night. Gave them a couple hours on it. Oh, I didn't ink it. I'm busy yapping. I was thinking I would ink in a different color. You made that up. Oh, I know. Kids say the funniest things. Well, when's the last time a kid told you that you were on your way out? I mean, it was hysterical. This poor mother. But it'll be okay. Of course, he had the little kid lisp and stuff, All right, I'm trying to find. Maybe I'll do peeled paint. If I can find my peeled paint. See, this is how it goes with me. I get these ideas as I get rocking and rolling. And my peeled paint should be right here in the drawer. Oh, there it is. I had it out last time. So let's get some peeled paint. And because I forgot to ink this, I think I'm going to use a Q-tip and see if I can get a little bit of color. I always seem to like the kids that were always in trouble. Just had a soft spot. Usually they were boys that were always, you know, in trouble. Whoops. I didn't glue that guy down very well. All right, so now I have a start. Now let's see. Now a lot of times, I've said this before too, I like to roll this paper. Let me see, do I have a, let me see, maybe this paintbrush. If I roll this, and I kind of like break down some of that paper, I might be able to pull this apart so it's a thinner layer. Sometimes I just don't want that thicker. I mean, a graphic 45 is not terribly thick, but you know, it's not that real cheap stuff either. The other part of that too is sometimes if you can get it off and you like both sides and you can't decide what you want to use, sometimes this works. And I'm trying to think, I might need to get some feathers out. I haven't put any of my nails on because my fingers are still sore. I was trying to open a package and crack this one nail down into, it's feeling a little better today. So I just don't think it's a good idea to put glue on my flesh there. And this side's not cooperating as well. I just really kind of want this detailed part. Now my graphic 45, I have little envelopes. I took these little white envelopes that were like, you know what, 12 by 9 or something, and whack them in half and then use them as little pockets, and then I could put the name of what is on there and store them in a tub, and it makes it easy for me to have all the little bits in one spot. All right, I'm making a mess. Woohoo! So let's have a little drink. Little drink. I think this will stick to let me grabbing a little blending tool here. Yeah, it's been really sore. store that the best. All right, now some of this I'm just going to lay out at first. So I'm going to put plan details of a plan there. Let's see what else we have here. That's that kind of little filigree thing. Look, this I guess I was going to make a bookmark. This is kind of cool. These are, oh, can you see? These are all the, you know, those big birds with the peacocks. Woo! I didn't think I was going to come up with that one. Peacocks, peacocks. And some of the stamps I pulled out. What did I pull out? I pulled out, I think some numbers. I'm trying to get this started. I want to tear this too, because I want to be able to use the back of that. See, it matches my little tab over here. Rolling, rolling, rolling. So what is everyone else doing? What do they have planned for the rest of your day? We have an Eagles game coming on later tonight. We usually play Pinochle virtually on Sunday, early evenings. But we played last night because our friends had something else they needed to be doing today. Candy, Candy, hi. Nice to see you. She's in the balcony. So I'll hopefully be watching the game. My husband's not really into any sports, so sometimes he'll let me have the TV. And then he'll watch one of his shows or movies on the computer. All right, I'm just going to tear this. And there is a right and wrong way to tear, as we know. This is a lot of space to kind of take up. I think I want a piece of this stuff, maybe on her cheek. Yeah, so my grandson started with a fever. And my daughter had been holding her own, and then yesterday I messaged her to see how it was going, and she said it finally hit her. And she was not feeling good at all. Let's see, I've got stuff in my way here. I can't see my chat. Going to an annual Christmas bazaar. Daughter is a vendor, so I'll visit with her. Oh, nice. What kind of things is she going to have? All right, so I think what I want to do, maybe what I want to do is, where did I put my, I just wrapped up my little, see, this is what Lori does. It's so crazy. I just can't explain it. Like when you're streaming, it's like you lose part of your brain. Oh, there it is. It's like you lose part of your brain. I know I saw this little stencil-y thing in there. I think I'm going to put some of this in. And I'm going to use the green because I've got green in the in this paper. Oh, I do like the way this looks. Let's run this down here. I got to figure out how to turn off my notifications on my phone, as my family refuses to remember that I'm streaming. Okay, let's just see. Okay, let's just put it back there and hopefully it won't make too much noise. All right, so that's kind of cool. And let's give this guy a little bit of this filigree up here in his face. Yeah, we haven't done any. With getting older, my husband's really not into it anyway, but I couldn't really do it without him. He's my muscle. And so then COVID hit, of course, then we didn't do anything since then. And I know you can't really tell. She designs, hand prints, and dyes clothes made from natural fiber. Oh, wow. That sounds really cool. Oh, I would love to watch her do that. I would. I was watching this one lady. I don't know what you call it, though. Gosh, this was years ago. And she had a big, long table. And she laid out all the stuff. And then she laid, plastic or something on top. And she rolled it all up. Oh, my gosh. It was so cool. Okay. It's just the paper just seems so heavy. Oh, that's a side business. Hi, Carol. I hope you got your tea. Carol, I need to get in touch with you at some point. I want to know if you'll teach me how to. I think I have a general idea of how to do those. Do some stitching around those penny rugs. I got to get started on those for Christmas. Are you pretty flexible, or like when is a good time? I mean, I can send you a message for sure. I'll send you a message. You don't have to tell me here. That's silly. That's silly. All right, I'm just going to add this here up over the top of his head. You got your tea? Great. Okay, good. Okay, Carol. I just got a few things on my plate I'm trying to get. I think I got that on crooked. I got to get my Grinches done. I got a deadline for that and a deadline for my sister's thing. But once I do that, I got to get cracking on these Christmas gifts. I'm notorious for doing Christmas, at the 12th hour. I'm thinking maybe I want to put some Timmy paper on here. Let's see. Okay, so I don't want the bugs, but I've got a couple others here. And of course I have plain. But I think I have, this one's called Botanical. Why did I think I have, there, wait a minute, what's this one? This one is called Typeset. That might look okay. Let's pull some of this out. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like some of this. Of course, this is black and white. Don't you hate when your ice cubes get in a certain spot? And then you can't drink your liquid because it's kind of makes like a dam. And then you feel like saying, damn. Okay. I need to fill up some of this. Fill up some of this real estate here. That's how my neighbor was, Candy, when I started showing this stuff to my neighbor. And she's like, I've never seen anything. I've been doing craft stuff all my life. I've never seen anything like the stuff you do. I'm like, yeah, well, it's not just me. Not my ideas. All right, so now I need a little, oh, you know what? I put some in the trash. Maybe oh, here's a piece. I just want to put a piece of paper down and see if I can get a little bit of this green around the edge of my tissue paper here. Now I am going to come in, I think, with some of the vintage photo or some brownish color when I start stamping. I don't want to cover up my little filigree there, so let's just carefully put some. Normally I don't use the glue stick on stuff like this, but when you're streaming, it's better because you don't have to use your heat gun and really wait for the golden matte medium to dry. It goes down pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I asked Barbara what she had cooking, but I don't know if she said. If she did, I missed it. Okay, let's see. Let's grab another little bit. Let's put this number over here. I think I'm just about done my Christmas shopping. Let's keep the New York on there. New York, New York, it's a hell of a town. The battery's up and the battery's down. New York, New York, it's a heck of a town. Not sure, girls, not sure. So far, Zippo. My hubby usually cooks on Sunday, but I don't know if he's going to be cooking today. we have an air fryer, which is huge. We have a toaster oven kind of thing. Oh, she did. I was able to watch some of her stream. I had to watch it on the replay because we were out having lunch, and I didn't get to watch it all. And oh gosh. But Devon's amazing, isn't she? Man. Hey, Stephanie G. Hi. If Kimberly Ray, if you're here, come to the front of the art studio, please. New York, New York, it's a town. And then he has this grill pan, electric grill pan. So he really doesn't grill outside much anymore because this thing's really great. So the toaster oven that we have, because with just the two of us, he hates to heat up our little house is open concept, so it's really just kind of one big room. So when he turns that oven on, boy, it really heats the place up. So we use this little toaster oven. Well, I couldn't turn the dial, and then I cranked it so hard it popped off. And it wasn't that great. He can't fit in a 9x13 pan, yada yada yada. Anyway, so he gets looking around, and there's this unit on sale at Kohl's, and it's an air fryer, it's a toaster oven, and somehow you can grill stuff in it. I don't know. Anyway, he ordered it, so he's going to go pick that up. So instead of having all these things, we'll just have the one, which will be Fabaruni, to coin a phrase our dear Janet uses. Okay, Gail has to take care of Elvin now. He's on the mend. All right, sweetie. If he cooperates. Yeah. I heard our little pup screeching this morning when she was getting her insulin. Dad's not as good at it as Mom is. Okay. Oh, she does, Kathleen? Oh, good. That's good to know. Look, I didn't make that edge. I didn't make that edge not rough. I didn't like that. Might have to put a bit of fabric on there. When we drive over the border, I love going. Yeah, Kohl's is a very nice store to visit. And sometimes you can't beat those sales, you know. So I think several Christmases ago, we bought our daughter an air fryer. So I think she has one. But she might like that the grill pan, the electric grill pan is really nice. Takes up a lot of space. My daughter's overwhelmed with, they have a big enough house, but for whatever reason, she's overwhelmed with space. Of course, she's got two young children. And with that comes a lot of rubble. Hello, Angie. All right. Hubby got our Christmas tree put up the other day. I don't know. I'm not liking this so much. Maybe it's better over here. I think I'm just going to go. Just going to go with it. Just going to go with it. All right. I think I'm going to start stamping on here a little bit. I think I want to put on some Oh, what's that white stuff? Gesso. Gesso, please. Thank you very much. It's something down here. Let's see what stamps I've pulled out. And then we can start layering. And I have a bag of, let's see what's in here. This is a piece of very large seam binding. Well, we have a little table that the air fryer and the oven sits on, coming right out into my craft area. So it's not taking up counter space. My husband's like, you know what? You girls think I'm a nice person. Well, most of you probably think I'm a nice person. I'm really not. I'm really not a nice person because I really jab at my husband at times because to me, kitchen counters are there to use, right? You just made cheese toast. Oh, I haven't had cheese toast in a long time. And to me, counters are there to, use them. And he's always wanting nothing on the counters. To me, if you don't want anything on the counters, take the counters out. I mean, who's coming? Is the Pope coming? Who's coming to visit? I mean, come on. So he makes me a little crazy with that. Oh, look, here's a piece of green. That might come in handy. Here's a little bling. Oh, I like that. There's a little flower of sorts. I didn't get out any words to stamp. Where's my little bucket here? So I was thinking this might look cute. Barb said I wasn't going to purchase an air fryer because I thought the counter space and just another small appliance. I'm so glad I convinced myself to get one. I love it. Yeah, we didn't mind it because it's off. Well, it wouldn't bother me, but it's off to the side. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes I just need that extra space. Like right now, I've got Grinches out there. They were drying, and it was a good space for them to dry. He's not, yapping about. Oh, look, that would look cute. Oh, I was thinking architecture, and there's the Eiffel Tower. So let's have that. This says curiosity. I might print that on this. See, I just like all this stuff. Let's just start stamping. Start stamping, kids. Let's see. I don't want everything in green, I don't think. And I don't think I'm going to care if it doesn't stamp well. I might like to put that Eiffel Tower. Of course. I haven't used this before. The combination one, it's bigger. Yeah, I'm anxious to see what this thing looks like. Okay, Janet. So I guess it's got to go that way. I like the idea of just the tower up by her nose. Let's see if I can do it. I know I could probably put a marker on there. But I haven't ever really did that with a stamp, used a marker. What frayed burlap? What does frayed burlap look like? Oh, that might be all right because it's kind of got a greenish tinge to it. So let's use that. Now this is going to be the tricky part. Okay, let's try it this way. Let's get out a couple of Post-its. I don't mind if some of the rest of the stamp shows up. I want largely just the tower. Let's see. And I should have a block here somewhere, but Lord only knows where the block is. There's one. Okay, so I've got to get the tip, and I've got to get that one leg. Would be nice if I could get the one leg. Can you believe this mess I have here? Dun dun dun! Stamping on her face. Woo! Could have done better at the top. It's all right. Just all right. Okay. Take that little number over there. And I don't think that's going to stick on there. Does anybody have a good tip of how to get, when you use these stamps after a while, they don't stick on the, I've washed them, I've rinsed them, I've used a baby wipe. Okay, great. Hope little Elvin's doing better. All right, so that's good. It's not real dark. Sometimes they put a piece of like score tape down to hold a little stamp on. All right, once I use the stamp, I'm going to throw it back in my little work bucket. I don't know that there's anything else I want. Oh, I like this. I do like this. I call it a harlequin. I don't know if it's really what you call it. Harlequin type stamp. I like that pattern a lot. Yeah. The holidays always remind us of our loved ones that we miss. Well, that stamp's pretty good. Well, at least it does for me anyway. Let's see what do we got over here. Just using up some of the extra ink that might be on, and it's very faint, but that's okay. All right. So we'll put that in my little basket. I always try to stamp off on something else first. Oh, look, there's a gray hair. How lovely. because inevitably, if I don't, I get a really lousy stamp. Now this one's really big. Maybe just a portion of that. Mm. Hi, Judy. Is it still morning? Afternoon. Good afternoon. It's 12:15 here on the East Coast. All right. I don't think the I don't think this stuff tears very well if I'm remembering correctly. Seam binding. Still morning for Gail. And I guess it's probably a good thing because it's seam binding. You wouldn't want that to rip, right? Yeah. So let's cut a little snippety snip of this. Just for something different. And it's very winkly. I should have ironed it. But I didn't know I was going to be using it. Maybe let's try one of these things here. Let's see. Let's try some letters because I don't have any letters yet. And I might want to use black on that. Let's see if I've got... Yeah, here's some black. Boy, this don't look like it's got any ink in it. Oh, look. I have the plastic thing on it. Didn't come off in the lid. Usually comes off in the lid. Very true, Judy. Very true. That's better. Okay, now let's see if we can get a little bit on this fabric. Oh, I should have used my and I have it on the bump of the book. Not good. Don't try to ink on the bump of the book. So that's faint, but that's okay. That's pretty good. All right, so let's put. Oh no, I'm switching up my ink pads here. Not that you'll really be able to tell a whole lot of difference. I'm just going crazy here, kids. Crazy. Maybe right here. All right, this stuff's going to go in my little work bin. Yeah, sometimes, we don't talk about our loved ones that are gone because it's painful, you know? But we got to kind of work through that because I think it also helps to remember them and talk about them and what they meant to you and how they influenced your life. Not easy. I know this is kind of a cool stamp, right? Looks like I had some gold on there. All right, this little guy can go in the bin, in my work bin. I think I'll do a secondary. Just kind of filling up some of this. This just had a lot of white space. Let's see what this one looks like. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm not going to ink the whole thing, I don't think. Let's see what this side looks like. I'm trying to use my stamps more. Goodness, I have so many. I don't know. I don't know if I need that one. Maybe I need something little here. See, I pulled out another one of those. In the bin. It's going in the bin. In the work bin. Do 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 do. Now this is really going to be radical. Radical. The other day I had these trees. I really like them. I'm thinking about putting a tree here. All right, so that's the peeled, right? Peeled paint. Look, I went the wrong way on my... Oh, that's a great idea, Dell. Let's add a little more glue there real quick. Yeah, we all have sad things, but you know what, girls, and I don't mean to belittle it, but sometimes it's hard for some of us to hear that, you know, and like for here in this place, if we could maybe pick up the conversation to something maybe a little more craft or art oriented, I would appreciate it, because it's just, I don't want it to, you know, I just don't want it to pull us down while we're here trying to be in a place where maybe, you know, I don't know how else to say it. Maybe we can talk about some other kind of things. For this moment in time. All right, adding some trees here. All right, it's really looking green. So I've got my burlap, I've got my peeled paint. Now let's go back to, you know what I don't think I have a lot of? I don't think I have a lot of stamps or stencils that have actual words. You know, hi, Safia. Supper time for Safia. Got to get the kids fed. That's all right. She's been crafting. Missed loads of people coming in. No problem. Go get those kitties fed. And thanks for being here. All right, let's see what else I have in my paper scraps. You know, like if I have like Christmas greeting words, but not like big words like you know, like say build or plan or bloom or, you know, stuff like that. Stuff like that. I'm thinking about maybe fussy cutting out this bit here. It shouldn't take too long to do that. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Thank you, Dana. Okay, and that house is kind of cute too. Not sure I'm going to use it here. So let me just see if I can. It'll take a lot of time. Trying to get in as close as I can. And I'm trying not to use any of my Timmy stuff. I'm going to use my Timmy stuff. I'm going to be streaming Monday night. If you have not watched my Tim Holtz haul video, you might want to do that before Monday evening. I don't want to say why here, because I'm trying to encourage people to listen to my video. And some of you already have. So I'll be on, oh gosh, that's tomorrow. Today's Sunday. Oh, Beth's doing a coin swap. I don't think I've ever done a coin ATC. That sounds fun. Is there a theme, Dana? Or can you just do whatever you're in the mood for? By the time Beth's on, I'm in my comfy chair. And sometimes I tune in for a little bit, but then Hub's got the TV on and Lori's fighting to keep her eyes open. That's where I get in trouble. I take a late night a late night nap, and then I'm up all night. But I can get myself past like the 3 o'clock time. But then like right after dinner, like say 7 o'clock or so, man, I really fighting to stay awake. And then I sleep for a couple of hours, and then of course I'm awake, which works out good if Xena comes on. They're quick and easy. Oh, that's good. Let's see. English Tudor style house. Yes, I love that style. And when we were in the area we were in France, they had a lot of course, they're close to Germany, where we were. My son and I keep reminiscing about our trip and what we were doing this time last year. Oh, that's a good idea, Dell. Dell's incorporating her thread and glue. Yup, late night house. Thread and glue designs. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I've got to remember her name. I want to say Kristen. but I don't think that's right. Are you Stephanie? Stephanie, not Stephanie G, but Stephanie. I just need it. I got it. Okay. There's a gal that shops at Keisha's, and for some reason, I think her tag name is close to the thread and glue one, and she's Kristen. Okay, this is Stephanie. Hello, hello, Stephanie. Yeah, so then if I wake up and Zena's on, it's great. Sometimes I don't wake up. I just got to get that one more thing done. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. You know, we have none of us are dummies. I get that. But some of us are really quite brill, if you will. Whoops. That's not good. I think I just glued all my pages together. We've got Barbara, Gail, Janice. Like, they know stuff that, I'm sorry, the average bear doesn't know. No, I checked, but I might have checked too late. Well, I don't know, Ange. With some of the stuff you make, you gotta have some smarts to do that stuff. I mean, my kids got their smarts from their daddy. And there's different kinds of smarts, too. I'm talking about the, hey, Janet. I'm talking about things like, I mean, Gail and Barbara and Janice, they know stuff that I don't so, and I don't know how they know it. And even if it's stuff I did know, it's not like I remember it. Like, they remember it and they know it. Tanya, she knows a lot of stuff. Tanya knows how to fix a lot of stuff. Is anybody friends with Kimberly Ray? Does anybody know Kimberly Ray? I'd be wanting to send her some stuff. Because she was a winner chicken dinner. All right, let's see if I can get... I'm going to use a little bit of the burlap, I think. Frayed burlap on this one. No, you don't think so? Uh-oh, Dana's puppy is energized. When we lived in our home in Pennsylvania, we had a dining room table, and it was open. The house was an open concept, but the living room and dining room were like one big room. And at the time, we had 2 puppies, and they would get going. Somehow my husband would get them all wound up, and they would get going, and they'd start in the living room, and they'd tear down and race around the dining room table and fly underneath of it and fly down. And man, and they were like, it's like their hair was blowing inside the house. You know, they were going so, it was like at warp speed. Oh my gosh, it was a riot. They would go and go and go. We finally had to, you know, like stop them, and then they'd be panting and drinking water. Boy, that was a long time ago. Okay. Now see, where are we going to put this? I think we need a little something down there, right? Oh, thanks, Del. Maybe we'll put that there. Anybody have any thoughts on what I could do for some kind of lettering? Like some kind of words, or trying to think what I have. I don't have any like normal words. I just have like holiday words. Hi, Mitz. Did Mitz come in? Did I miss Mitz? A 4-year-old and a lab? Oh my gosh, that must have been hysterical. All right. I think I want to put maybe in a couple of these spots my little roly thing. This is a little stamp on a wheel. What else is in my book? This is my book. You weren't here at the beginning, I guess. This is my book that I would draw eyes in while waiting for customers to come and buy things at my booth at a craft fair. And so then I decided, instead of just having, and I only drew eyes in here, really. Well, I have one page that's got some lips, but I did that before I decided I was going to do all eyes. So I would draw eyes while we would wait for customers to come and purchase our wares. So I have a few things done. Thank you, Del. All right, so what else do we need? I just think I need some words. I don't know. This is my first page, Del. I started it in 2019, and that's the face I drew. And then I've got a variety of eyes and stuff in here. Let's see. And there's this page. There's plenty of room for me to do other ones. Some of them are partials or not finished. I'll just see where the finished ones are. This one. Because your kiss is on my lips. Because your kiss. There's a Christmas one. This is some Timmy stuff. I don't think that's in the new Timmy one. Aquatic. Forest. Eyes behind the leaves. I'm probably going to take off all those lighthouses. This is supposed to be a mermaid thing, but I'm not liking it. We'll see. I did that one. And then my thumbnail today is this one. Oh yeah, and then this one. Your kiss is on my lips. I need red flowers. More red flowers. More I need red here. Why was I going crazy with the red? Oh, here, my tab. That's where I am. So, okay. Oh, hi, Janet's back. Welcome, welcome. I think I want a little pink. I want a little pink on their cheeks, maybe. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Thanks, Kathleen. Let's see. Let's get some candied apple. This is an oxide. I'm going to get one of these little brushes. Okay, let's see. can build up. Once you get it on there, you can't take it off. Let's get them a little bit of a rosy cheek. And I want to put some fabric on. Let's give her some rosies. Let's give her some rosy cheeks. Oh, that's right. She's got lips. Let's give her some wet lips. Ooh, yes. Yes, my little baby girl. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. All right, okay. All right, let's see. I've not glued these. Let's stick them better. This is the problem with the glue stick. All right, I think I'm going to look at my I don't know. What do y'all think? You think I need something right here? Where's my, I pulled out some fabric and I stamped on that one piece. Now, I just love to draw eyes. It's a personal fetish. I would rather this have been a piece of muslin so I could tear it, but it's seam binding. So let's just see. I don't know if you can fray this at all. Oh yeah, it frays a little bit. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's see. Let's see if we can make a cluster that's not too thick. So I'm just trying to pull. See, I like the torn raggedy look. Oh, I wish I could remember the names of the places that Brian and I were last year. I know we weren't too far. I guess we were in London somewhere, Janet, so we weren't too far from you. But there was like a big swing in the center of the square. Like there were shopping places around, and there were a lot of taxis and cabs in and out. And there was a big open area and like a tripod kind of a thing with a swing in it. I took pictures of Brian swinging, but I think that was with his phone. And he was running around in a couple of the different stores trying to, oh, I know, we were trying, was that the same place? I think we were looking for charity shops. And I was sitting there thinking of you, relaxing, because that was right when your dear dad left you. And I was thinking about you. And we just really enjoyed our time there. But I don't know where it was. He would remember. Maybe I'll build a little cluster there. Look, I've got this little bit. He really likes London. I mean, I like London okay, but I like the smaller little, little village areas and stuff better myself. Yeah, I'll have to ask Brian if he remembers. Like the pictures we took, it has the dates, but it doesn't say. And like I said, that one's on his phone. You love London? I can't really walk a lot, so that's part of it for me. Let's see if I can grunge this up a little bit, this little piece of fabric. Yeah, well, true. Love it all, right? It had all these benches. It wasn't King's Cross, because that's where the Harry Potter shop was that we went in. So it was a different area. But once he got me on the tube and stuff, oh my gosh, I had no idea where I was, and he really had a good handle on where we were and what we were doing. All right, I just put on my glue gun to heat that up. Let's take these little bitty bits off. I know he was wanting to do the London Bridge, and I think he wanted to do it at night. I think he did go out by himself, which I was kind of worried about that, because I just couldn't do it. Okay, so now I'm looking for, while my glue gun heats up, I'm looking for let's see what we have here. I think I'm going to use a Timmy crayon. So my papers are kind of, orange and green. This is a little vintage photo, might look nice too. This is in the wrong spot. I bought these brushes, but I forget what Tim uses them for. Maybe you're supposed to use them with your stencils. This rusty hinge might be the best option. Just see, what other, I know I have a couple of these. I found these on clearance. And I think that's probably because he came out with, I think they look the same, but they don't close, they don't, oh look, that looks like that might be a rusty hinge one. They don't, like this one is real wobbly. This one's real wobbly. Oh, that might be that. Let's try. Let's see how that works. Let's pull this out. This is my practice paper. Here's my little cluster thing. It's different than what I remember. See, I don't want that scribbly to show up. What if I put it on my glass and then put it on my brush? Don't really get too much of it. I wonder if I should wet this. I've got water here somewhere. Hey, Nettie. Ooh, that's a lot of water, Laura. Woo. That kind of chews up the paper that way. Yeah, that's what I did, Gail. Good thinking. Kind of all glued together. It's a little too rough, I think. I think he might use it through a stencil. I might have used this on with an ink pad. A little bit. Yeah, the Timmy crayons you have to be careful with because you get those lines for sure. I've had more success with some with a baby wipe. So I think I'm going to put some of this around. Real lightly. I'm not pushing down. I'm trying to stay as soft as I can because I don't really want the lines. Just a real gentle. Maybe I'll just do a little bit here. Put some in here around her little face. And then I'm going to use the vintage photo. Put some ever so lightly there. And then keep my fingers crossed. And hope it turns out all right. So I'm going to get a baby wipe. And let's see. That did okay. Hey, Zena. Were your ears burning? I was talking about falling asleep in my chair and then waking up, and if you're on, it's good because then I'm awake and have company. So, I mean, this around her face, that got pretty good. And maybe that's because some of it was on top of paint. Like when I drew these eyes, I put down some flesh-colored paint first and then drew on top. Which I kind of like doing that. The other ones I kind of got the little bit of this, still got a little bit of this scribble. And I can always come back and slap something else on this. Oh, gesso. I was going to put gesso on too, wasn't I, Gail? Oh, well, that's good to know. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking on top of that paint, it really looks nice. Yeah, see, right on top of his head there, there's paint. Nice. So let's remember that for the next time, Lori. Yeah, I was going to put some gesso. I put my glue gun on, but maybe I'll use my Fabri-Tac. Well, it's about that time for me. Girls, I'm starting to get a little hungry. Trying to get my chair to move here. All right, let's put, got all kinds of little crummies and little bits of my paper stuck in there. Oh, goodness. I should use a brush. All right, let's see here. Boy, I'll tell you, my room is cooler. And that Fabri-Tac really doesn't want to come out. Really and truly does not want to come out. Whoop. And then I've got just a little bit of lace. And I'm going to be sorry that I'm putting this on my finger. I don't recommend you do that. Just going to pop that down. And then I've got my little tree is up. And now I'm going to put things on it till tomorrow. I'm tired and have a lot to do, but not going. Oh, I'm not going to put things on it till tomorrow. I seen I might fall asleep. I'm probably going to cut out in a little bit because I was getting hungry. I'm not sure I like this on here. I think I'm going to look for something else. Lori, have to go get my lunch, and then I'm off to Dad's. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Gail. Enjoy the rest of your day. I think I'm going to look for something else. Let's see. I have, my gosh. If I could, and I panned out, and you saw my work area, you would think, what is that chick doing? What is that chick doing? I was thinking about feathers, but I think I've changed my mind because I don't really have any birds. I mean, you can't really tell they're peacocks on some of the paper. Down here you can. Okay, Dana. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Let's see what we can get into trouble with here. This kind of looks like feathers, that eyelash stuff. Simply Natural. Don't you love jazz like this? I love jazz like this. Let's snip off a piece of this. I don't know if I'll use it, but at least I have it. I'm really looking for like a little piece of flower or something that resembles that could work. Oh, it smells like coffee in here. Is that coffee? Coffee dyed. I have coffee dyed stuff in my tin. Okay, Dell's going to go get a shower. Thanks for being here, Dell. Leaving for the bazaar. Oh, have fun. Have fun with your daughter. That sounds so fun. Oh, look, there's some of this. I'll be having it. Snip, snip. Oh, see, I like this, but this is, I think these are too big. We'll have a look. I don't want those little flowers. I know what I have in my, oh, that might work. I know what I have in my mind, but I think it's, I think I have them in a different spot. Oh, I wanted a piece of this. This is the back of a book spine. Let me have a piece of that. See, I've got to get all this jazz in one spot, which that's what I don't have. I have it scattered. Oh, it looks like it started to rain here. All right, so let's have a piece of this. I don't want that anymore. That could go there. I wanted something over here because I put a hard edge here, which I'm not crazy about. So if I put that there. Okay, dinner's ready. Have a good one. Box o' scraps. Yep, love it, right? And then I've got the Simply Natural. I could put that down. Look at this fun piece. I love this stuff. Maybe I'll just simply glue that at the bottom of my peacock. Although this kind of looks rather peacockish too. Oh, choices. See, this is too big. Too big. That little bit might be good. Maybe I need a little ball of fiber on top of that. Maybe a little chunk of this. A little snippet. Let's get the green and blue snippet section. Let's not do the purple. That might work. I need something, I did pull out some of this green fabric here. Let's see what a square of this looks like. Okay. I don't want to cover up my little stamp of my pointing finger. Okay, that might be okay there. Let's put a little bit of fabric tack on this it's just a little piece of open loopy lace. Open loopy lace. Whoa. That's not sticking. That's sticking up in the air. See if I get enough little bit of glue there. Keep that down. I just spied a little container of blingy things. Of course, all that stuff makes bumps in the road, does it not? Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit of my fabric tack down here. Put my little fringes. And then I'm going to take, I think this was double. Maybe it's not. Double trouble. Huh. Look, it's like connected. I thought that was a single strand, but it's not. What I want to do is just kind of ball that up. Just scrunch it. And put a little lump of it there. Just a little lump. A wee lump. And I'm just using my hot glue. Stick that down. Like a little nest. Okay, Barbara. Oh, you're welcome. You're so kind to me. Thanks, Barbara. All right, let's do that. I think I want something here, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe some kind of a little medallion or something. That might come after the fact. Or maybe a little bling. Maybe I can find a little bling thing. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of a bling thing. All right. This almost looks like bark. I love this stuff when I take a book apart and rip all that stuff off, especially like the older books. Ooh, it's just yummy. Yummy stuff. I'm having this is getting low between that and the coolness in my room. I don't have too much strength in the old mitts anymore to squeeze this stuff out. Oh, there we go. Here we go, loop-de-loop. Here we go, loop-de-loop. So I think after this is going to be a wrap. Let's see. Let's put that. Oh, I got fibers in the front of it. Okay. Now, if I am somewhere and I see some words, I might, come back and pop something on here, like Paris or, I don't know, architecture or building or, I don't know. I don't know until I see it. Oh, look, here's a big old bling thing. See, the thing with this, though, is see how chunky it is? My book's not going to shut right. I'm not too crazy about that either. I mean, a little, hey, Julie, every time I'm just about ready to go, you pop in. I feel bad about that. Don't take it personal. I'm getting hungry for some lunch. The red really, I don't think works. I got a big old red bling. I don't like that clear one. Oh, that green is nice. Let's see. Look, that little bit of glue I put on the end of my finger. I pulled most of it off, but see the bling is the bling is still sticking to it. The green's not really going to show. So I might have to wait on this till I find. Oh, you know what might look good? Oh, hold on, girls. Yeah, it's because it's early for you. Yeah. I have a little. Don't do this. Don't. I mean, it does come off, but it's annoying. Don't put Fabri-Tac on your skin. It's harder to pick off than your regular glue. Look, I have a container of metal stuff here. Maybe I can find something that's flat that'll look good down on this corner. See, because I put let me lean that up on see, I put my little fringy down there and I didn't trim the ends. Tanya is home. I messaged her the other day. I wasn't sure where she was, and she told me that they were home, but they were both sick. Now I've seen that she's uploaded some things, but see, that could be stuff she was recording while she was away. And someone earlier in chat said they had COVID. Oh, I wasn't sure what sick they had because my daughter's family has the flu. Um, but earlier someone said that yesterday Lisa was somewhere and mentioned that they were back not feeling well and that Tanya wasn't going to be streaming. Oh, that's plastic. Wow, that's really big. It's kind of cool. Here's a leaf. I'm kind of liking that big one. But what I'm thinking I might like to do is dry brush some white on that so it kind of pops. You've been sick for a week with COVID? Yeah, I was really sick about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and for me it was just a headache. I couldn't get, no matter what I took, I couldn't get any relief from the headache. My husband had a fever and felt lousy for like 3 days, but like flu symptoms, and that's all it was for him. And then he was fine. He's got asthma and some other health issues, so we were kind of concerned. And he could have gone and gotten some kind of treatment, but because of other meds he was on, he would have had to have gone and had an intravenous thing, and it was like 45 minutes away, and he'd had to been there for a couple of hours, and he didn't feel that bad to go through all that. I was going to put some gesso on, but I'm trying to think how I might want to do that. If I let's see, I got out I put some gesso on. It went through the house. Yeah. I wonder if I use my dry brush, if I might be able to put some gesso. Get some of this kind of, how gesso looks so cool. I'm not really seeing enough of it there, I don't think. I don't want to put that in my drink glass. I'm getting a bit thirsty. I want some gesso on this fabric stuff here. I like the way that looks. Put some on my tab. Sometimes I don't think my gesso looks so great. I'm trying to get better at, when I put it on, getting it to look better. It's a learning curve for everything, right? And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I think I want a spatter. I think I want a spatter. Okay, Janice is off. Yeah, but see, the thing is, the booster doesn't it's not that you won't get it. The booster is it's supposed to be you will have an easier time if you do get it. The same with the masks. I mean, the mask, they say, doesn't really protect you from it because whatever the virus is, it's too small. It goes through the fabric of the mask. I don't know. This is just what I've read. And the booster is just to help you. Like for my husband, he has asthma. So that could be a serious thing for him. But because he had the booster, his was just really like the flu and not a bad flu. So that, that was wonderful. He felt lousy for 3 days, but that's better than ending up with a breathing issue because you have asthma and, happen to be in the hospital. So, we're thankful for that. Just like the flu, you get your flu shot so that if you get the flu, you're not going to end up in the hospital. So, right, right, yeah, exactly. You'd have been in the hospital. So, and everybody's different. My husband didn't have a headache at all. He had a fever. I had no fever. I had no other symptoms. I just had a headache, but it was for 2 weeks and I couldn't stream. I was debilitating. I couldn't think. It was, and nothing I took really took the edge off of it. No, I had my booster too. I mean. So what can we say? Life today, right? All right, so I'm going to find some black paint and I'm going to spatter. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Julie. Move some of this stuff out. Oh, I want to glue on my little medallion here, and I'm putting this on the bottom of this page because I want it to cover up those rough edges of my little, ooh, that came through. So weird. I had 103 fever, says Zena, for 3 days. No cough, felt like flu. Yeah. I mean, we didn't even test me till, oh gosh, over a week because I kept saying to my husband, I have my taste, I have my sense of smell, I don't have a fever. And he's like, I want to test you. I'm like, well, so what? I mean, nothing's going to change. They're not going to give me any medicine. By this point, it was well past 5 days. So after about a week, I said, okay. And of course, I was positive. And, but like I said, for me, it was just the fever. I mean, just the headache. No fever, no nausea. All right, so I've got to clear a little space here so I can mix some black paint with some water. So put some of these little things away. Really, that's different. Felt like you were tasting bleach, huh? Oh my. Ew, dear. So we're just about done here. I like it. Hey, Mikey, I like it. I'm going to spatter it and then I'll bring it up a little closer to the camera. We can get a little bit of a closer look. Okay, so let me have my long liner brush. And I'm going to put out a little bit of black paint. And I'm going to add a fair amount of water. You don't want it, you want it to be more of an inky consistency. You don't want it too runny because then it won't spatter nicely. I kind of check. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe a little more water. Always check it. You can check it over a trash can or on a piece of paper like this to see if you like your spatter. I'm going right over the faces, right over my fabrics, right over everything. Just be careful you don't get too close, because then if your brush hits your piece, you may not be too happy. If you do like Dee Dee does and you put a coat of Golden Matte Medium over top of it, it's easy, you can wipe it up easy. But I didn't do that. So if I get too close, yikes. I'm a heavy spatterer because I like it. Because I like it. All this stuff is fun. All right, now I know myself. Let me wipe up this black paint before I put my book or my mitt in it. All right, so today, let's see, I warmed up by putting some tissue paper in not my everyday journal, because I'm going to start working in that in December. Today is November 27th, so in a couple of days. Yeah, I used to use a fan brush, Julie, and the reason I don't anymore is because my spatter went everywhere. And when I first started, I've said this before, when I first started to watch Dee Dee and she used that liner brush, I thought, well, this chick don't know everything because I use a fan brush. Well, when I tried the liner brush, it controls the spatter so much better. It goes right where I put it, where my fan brush, it fanned everywhere. So a fan brush does give you a very nice spatter. But if you're in a limited space and you don't want everything spattered, try the liner brush. Dee Dee knows what she's talking about. So this is my vintage ledger art journal that I draw eyes in, and then I collage around them. Or I guess you could say mixed media. I call it collage because yeah, far and wide. I got a little bit of water that dripped there. Let me grab a little piece of napkin. I think I want to sop that up. And so then I worked on, I had the eyes already drawn. And then I did my collage mixed media. I guess maybe I should change my title before once the video goes up, once the live goes up, and say mixed media / collage, I guess. Because it's not total collage, but I mean, it collages like gluing different stuff down, right? So I have I can't hyperventilate about it. So this is it. Finished, 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 finished. So I will be on tomorrow evening at 6 Eastern. If you haven't already, you might want to take a look at my Tim Holtz haul. Check that out before tomorrow evening. And I'm going to play with some of my Timmy stuff tomorrow evening. So if you're able to join me, I would appreciate it. That would be great. So I'm going to grab some lunch. Thank you for being here. Not sure. I think Mary will be on. I've been told that Tanya will not be on. She's still not feeling well. So Murray will come on later today. I always forget what time because I just can't get the time zones in my brain very well. So that's it for me. Thanks so much for being here. I do really appreciate it so very much. And I'm so grateful for my mods. And I'm also grateful that I've been remembering to go in and do the things so the bots don't come in. So that's great. All right, I will see you maybe later today. I don't know. I'll definitely see you tomorrow. So again, thanks for being here. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.